Liverpool are bracing for a summer that could reshape the club, and Arne Slot has just dropped the clearest hint yet. Let's break this down in today's video. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. The message is simple, but loaded with meaning. Big changes are coming, and they may depend on how Liverpool trolled. After a season that's fallen well short of expectations, the tone around Anfield is shifting. The highs of recent years feel distant, and with the emotional blow of losing Diogo Jota still lingering, this is no longer just a rebuild. It's a reset. Slot didn't hide from it either. "We are a trading club," he admitted, a statement that could define everything Liverpool do next. Liverpool already know two pillars of the modern era are walking out the door. Mohamed Salah and Andy Robertson, leaders, game winners, identity setters. Replacing them isn't just about personnel, it's about redefining how this team plays. Slot made that clear. We know Mo and Robbo are going to leave, so that already means change. And quite a big change. This isn't a routine transfer window. This is a structural shift. Will Liverpool replace Salah like for like, or completely reinvent the attack? That decision alone could dictate the entire direction of the club. Slot's comments cut deeper than just transfers. They reveal Liverpool's financial model. Across his time at the club, he pointed to a net spend of around £150 million, controlled, calculated, and far from reckless. Even last summer tells the story. £446 million spent, £216 million recouped, £230 million net. That's not desperation spending, that's strategy. And while Liverpool can spend, backed by over £700 million in revenue, they don't operate like clubs bankrolled by endless external funding. Instead, every deal has to make sense. Even marquee signings like Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz weren't just about now. They were about value, longevity, and potential resale. Behind the scenes, the real tension is building. What happens with Ibrahima Konate and his contract situation? Does Slot prioritize depth or star power? And, most importantly, who replaces Salah? Slot himself kept it deliberately open. "I don't think in numbers, I think of areas," which suggests Liverpool aren't planning a mass overhaul, but targeted, potentially game-changing additions. There's one detail that could change everything. Qualification for the UEFA Champions League. Fail to secure it, and suddenly the trading club model becomes far more restrictive. Less revenue, less pull. Tougher decisions. And that's why, despite all the talk of the future, Slot keeps dragging the focus back to the present. "My main focus is on the next game, because we want Champions League football." This is a crossroads. Liverpool aren't just tweaking the squad, they're redefining their identity post-Salah, post-Robertson, and potentially post-dominance. The big question isn't who they sign, it's what Liverpool become next. In other news, with the departures of Andy Robertson and Mohamed Salah looming large, many expected a full-scale overhaul at Anfield. But instead, Slot has dropped a major hint that Liverpool could already have one of their solutions in-house, sparking a shock return that few saw coming. The surprise return nobody expected. Kostas Tsimikas is set to return to Liverpool this summer after his loan spell with AS Roma. And crucially, Slot has strongly suggested he will be part of next season's plans. Speaking at the AXA training centre, Slot didn't shy away from outlining Liverpool's situation. "We know that Robbo is going to leave. We know that Mo is going to leave. So that means changing two players." But then came the key line that changes everything. "We also know that Kostas Tsimikas comes back." That one statement has completely shifted the narrative. Instead of aggressively entering the market for a new left-back, Liverpool could be preparing to reintegrate a familiar face, one who already understands the system, the expectations, and the dressing room. A smart solution or a risky gamble? Tsimikas' spell in Italy hasn't exactly been dominant. Despite making 24 appearances, he's only started 11 matches, and there were even murmurs earlier in the season that Roma could cut the loan short. Still, he remains a reliable, experienced option, and, more importantly, a cost-effective one. Slot hinted that Liverpool's spending will be calculated rather than chaotic. Last summer we made quite a lot of signings. In the 4 windows I'm here now, we've had a net spend of £150 million, so that says what kind of club we are. That line reinforces a key theme. Liverpool are not about to splash cash recklessly, even with 2 massive exits confirmed. The bigger transfer strategy revealed, Slot made it clear that replacing Salah is the priority. I think the first aim is to see how we are acting in the position of Mo, if we want to replace that with a similar player or do it differently. That suggests Liverpool's attack could undergo a tactical transformation, not just a like-for-like replacement. Meanwhile, at left-back, the plan appears far more conservative. With Milos Kerkez expected to play a major role, Tsimikas could slot in as a dependable backup rather than a headline signing. Slot also downplayed the likelihood of a major squad overhaul. For the rest, I don't think at this moment of time there's a chance of other players leaving, though he did leave the door slightly open. Of course, there's the Ibu contract situation. Evolution, not revolution. This is where the real twist lies. Liverpool aren't heading for a complete rebuild. They're evolving. Instead of replacing every outgoing star with a new signing, Slot is looking to balance the books, trust the squad, and make targeted additions where necessary. This is already a very strong team, but it takes some changes. The future looks bright for us. What this means for Liverpool fans. This shock return isn't just about Tsimikas. It's a window into how Liverpool will operate this summer. Smart, controlled spending, internal solutions where possible, major focus on replacing Salah, minimal disruption to squad chemistry, and perhaps most importantly, a clear belief from Slot that this team doesn't need ripping apart, it just needs refining. If this plan works, Liverpool could pull off one of the smartest rebuilds in Europe. If it doesn't, fans may look back at this moment as the summer they didn't do enough. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.